Is soy food consumption turning men into pussies and making them more likely to adopt left-wing beliefs? You've probably seen the BuzzFeed Try Guys video where they measure their testosterone and it's literally half or less the normal level for a man. Their testosterone is so low, it's below the average for an 85 to 100-year-old man.
We're all super freaking hot.
Imagine my shock.
Stop it right now.
And as we know, the only men who seriously watch BuzzFeed are tofu-eating, male feminist virtue signaling, beta orbiter Soyboys, which led me to this, one of the funniest things on Twitter ever. This guy's compiled a huge list of the most virulently insufferable far leftists on Twitter. And guess what? They all consume soy products in copious quantities. Soyboys. Remember Will Wheaton, the twat who insulted Christians immediately after the Texas church massacre of Christians. He's a soy boy. The pez-neck New York Antifa professor who constantly tweets about wanting cops to be killed. He's a soy boy. Casey Newton, the Verge editor who said he'd walk through fire for Hillary Clinton. He's a soy boy. Arthur Chu, the Jeopardy winner who's such a good feminist, he wants to wipe out all men and admits he can't satisfy his wife. He's a soy boy. He's such a soy boy, he thinks Starbucks charging extra for soy milk is racist. This guy who said he was suicidal because he's ethnically white. He's a soy boy. This Tumblr male feminist who brags about how woke he is. He's a soy boy. This dude who's such an ardent feminist he took his wife's last name. He's a soy boy.
I want to do a short video about the term soy boy. This is a subject that doesn't really deserve a long debunk video, but I do feel that it needs to be addressed. People who use the term soy boy to attack other men for being weak, are the weak men themselves. Looking for other weak targets to attack is weak, cowardly behavior after all. In fact, men who use that term tend to be very disturbed and deranged individuals, quite often hostile, lonely, low-status men looking for other low-status men to victimize and bully. There is a pattern I have noticed when it comes to people who use the term soy boy. These people are often in right-wing anti-social justice warrior communities. They often complain about SJWs and snowflakes, lacking the self-awareness to realize that they are whining about other people being whiners, thus making them snowflakes as well. Also, I have seen these right-wing idiots scapegoat by blaming feminism on soy boys. For example, if there is a YouTube video about a feminist female attacking someone, or doing something stupid, right-wingers will talk about soy boys. Feminism doesn't exist due to weak men, but exists due to female nature and male nature playing out in a modern industrialized society. There is no single scapegoat group that will explain the phenomenon of feminism. Even when the video in question is about women attacking men, somehow right-wing men will end up blaming other men. The term soy boy exists because mentally weak, paranoid right-wing men are convinced that soy in food is making men less masculine and lowering their testosterone rates. These right-wing men have anxiety about their own masculinity. They project their own fears and anxiety onto a scapegoat target. Instead of coming to terms with their fears and confronting them, these men indulge in their impulse to bully and belittle others to make themselves feel better. Even right-wing anti-feminists should have enough brains to figure out what is going on, that women and feminists can attack men with near impunity, so why blame other weak men? Also, I noticed a lot of these right-wingers love attacking the habits of other guys. This is a big red flag and a sign of an authoritarian personality type. If you go to a YouTube channel like The Quartering for example, you will see men mocking other men for being weak and effeminate and for drinking soy latte. Also, these right-wing men will mock these effeminate soy latte drinkers for being cucked, and willingly raising another man's kids. Often the taunts will be about raising Tyrone's kids, because these right-wing bullies have anxiety about black men stealing their white women from them. There is not much more to be said about people who use the soy boy term. There is not much to analyze about them. It is just basic male cowardliness and misplaced aggression at play. You even get men in men's rights spaces attacking men for being weak and unmasculine, but thankfully that is a minority and many MRAs on Reddit call that behavior out. Men who use the term soy boy should be regarded in the same contempt as radical feminists. They should be shunned and called out. Also, if anyone pro-male controls their own online space, they should boot people who use that term. Men need spaces to regroup from the attacks that society is dishing out to them, and to think and talk ideas over without getting attacked from within their own group. That is all for now.